am Andy, and this is Myst Masterpiece Edition, and I plan on going through all the Myst games because, well, I think I played some of them in the past. I never fully beaten any of them, just because of one reason or another. I remember buying and playing Myst 3 on the PlayStation 2. That was fun, but I don't know, maybe it was because it was a console, I couldn't quite get into it as much as I would have if I played it on PC, but yeah, I want to try these games again, see how they are. I know there's a different version of the original Myst and it's more 3D, but I decided to go with the original one with the point and click stuff, so yeah, let's just start a new game, see how it goes. And I think I'll be playing this in chronological order if I go through all of them. I might just get frustrated, who knows.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse.
Also, I don't think there's subtitles for this.
Where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Huh. So, I don't know where Uru fits in all of this, chronological wise. I know I said I was going to do like chronological order, but maybe it'll be in chronological in when the games came out, maybe? I don't know. Myst. As far as I know, this is just using the mouse. Unless we decide to like slow it, lag out for some reason. I don't know. Alright. I mean, for what it's worth, it still looks fine. Alright. Let's start this. And I know the creators also made a game called Abduction, which I really want to get into sometime. Maybe after all the Myst stuff. Alright, so this is, if you remember, I played a game called Amber Journeys Beyond. This plays similar to that. Obviously, I think this game's first. And I also played Splunks way back earlier in my channel. Alright, we can go that way. Let's go forward. Okay. I think there's transitions to this. I'm not sure. So let's see. Apparently there's also a map. Maybe that came in with when you actually bought the game back in the day. I don't know. So we started here. Resume. Let's not show map. So, what? Oh, there we go. We just had to go out. So what was it? There's no transitions? Huh. I thought I'd hit show transitions, but there we go. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. That reminds me of how it was back in the day. Alright, so that's the second lever that didn't do anything. And the transitions itself are kind of fast, but Catherine, I've left you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber besides the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris. Okay. So I mean, so far there's 2, 3. So I mean, I guess the point for all this is to let the player explore. 4. Alright. Oh, there was something back. There was a switch. So we're at 4. We're at 5. I wonder if there's gonna be a switch down here. Oh, jeez. Okay, then. I don't know what to do. I don't want to just be pressing random stuff. Power generator switches. Okay, power to spaceship. Okay. Is there one down here? I see one down there. I don't know if the... Okay. There's a switch there. How do I get to it? So I can't seem to turn it the other way. So the switch does nothing. But there is a switch over there, so I don't know how I don't know how much of the map I'm gonna need to be using. Like, I assume the more I play, the more I'm gonna know the layout and all that stuff. So right now we're at 5 of the levers. 6 if you count the one by the other place, but... So we're at 6. Maybe there's 7? Because we couldn't get to 1. So we're at 6 that we actually turned on. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world, though it is exactly how I imagined it. It is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from the deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to be beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water I had hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level approximately halfway up to the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing, okay? At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At last he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. I didn't know. Okay, man, never mind. The guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. Yeah, actually, I don't. There seems to be like a lot of lore in this. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. So, will we meet these people? Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. Then sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees where they gradually died out. Maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." Is it like the main character? And like the future? We expected you to come sooner, like we expected you to solve all this sooner, but these actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away with the mere force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off to the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body he had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it. Oh, what? Okay. He was. Oh, I see. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection, and I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. Okay. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am even beginning to learn bits of their language. I have decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to have Sirius and Aknar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on so there's multiple ages. Sirius has suggested that it's also like a different ink color too. I allow him and his brother to stay, though the idea unsettles me. I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warn the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith that they will follow it. Oh man. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Choctic. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Sirius and Aknar from here. See Everdune's journal for more information. So there's going to be more journals, I assume, on different shelves. After watching Sirius and Aknar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. There's our own oh, there's a lot of stuff. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Sirius and Aknar are staying behind again. I've been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I have to tell Sirius and Aknar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Sirius and Aknar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. Okay? I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and reminded them of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed. Oh, so that's why the color changed. I thought they were 2 very different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know that they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. So there's something funny in the ink or something? We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me that they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request. I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. Future bridge. Oh, so there's like a map of the area. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is like clues too, maybe. I'll probably forget it, but I assume this is Channelwood, maybe, or is this something? I feel like we can go to different places, but I still need to. And so, if I remember right, there are 6 switches that I activated, but okay. There's 6 switches that I activated, but only 7 total. Ooh, neat. Those are light switches. Oh, I guess this is like the time machine? Or the different age machine. So where are we supposed to find the thing? The marker switches imager. So where's the imager? So we have 6. I mean, maybe I should check the map. Dimensional imager. So we were here. Oh, so it's just right here? Or maybe it's something I'm not. Maybe it's something I'm missing already. Because it says two-dimensional imager. So I guess it could be here. Is this a dimensional imager? Yeah, it doesn't really tell you. It tells you the clock tower, breaker switch towers, dimensional imager. Is this it? So I can't. Oh, I can't change it. Okay. Huh. I mean, I guess I'll tinker with that. Maybe this is a dimensional imager. I don't know. We can't go there. That's all staticky. Huh. So I guess the more pages we get, the more of the video we can see. Or what I'm doing. So you can't do it like that. Maybe I'll just do it like that. Sure, why not? Let's go. I want to go to this one. Why? It's not letting me go to the book. Oh, I want to go here to the red book. Why can't it won't let me go to the red book? Okay. Okay. This is the way to the imager. To the library. It's amazing, like how much we can explore just right off the bat for a game that came out back then. So we're at the tower. Oh no. Seems like we're not. Oh, because the tower moves. That's why. There's a book here too. There's a key here. Okay. So I assume once we get the tower, move the tower to the right path or to the right rotation, it's going to just be fine, and we'll find something that's uncovered. maybe I should have just left it alone. But there were 6 switches. Wait, what? Oh, now we can't access this. Oh, what was the path block? Huh. So there's one red. We can't go there. Okay. I think I understand what's going on. In this room, at least. So we can't access. Wait, what? Okay, good, it resets. We can't, So where's the digital? Like, I have a strong feeling that the chair is a digital imager, but where do we enter the thing? Right? Alright, so we did 6. Would that be fine if I had one off? Like, it doesn't matter if I have one off or not. Hmm. So how do we do this? We have 6, right? So just do all 6s? Huh. So what's this one? Oh, the year. So it's not a 999. Alright. Still don't know where to enter the stuff. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Oh, I mean, I should have read the first sentence again. The forward chamber beside the dock. Duh. I was here all along. I think it's here. Can I see it? Oh, it's right here. Digital imager. 40. Let's see. Let's do 47. Because that's the switch diagram, right? Yeah. Yeah. I know. Oh, I guess that's the diagram. Every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere, I feel like I'm totally not getting it. What was it, 40? Let's check that then. Because I don't think we need to see the pool. Alright. Okay. Maybe we do need to see the pool. Markers. I feel like it has to be 47. I guess 6. 6 for the message. Or maybe I have to actually activate all the switches. So let's go back up, I guess. Or actually go back out. So we activated all except the one across the bridge. So enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager. So maybe it is actually 7, but we don't actually have to hit all the switches. Alright, so let's just try, maybe it's 7. Or maybe there's like more that I'm just overlooking. Marker switch diagram or permanent pool. Let's try 67 again. I said I don't think I really interacted with it. Hopefully there's like no way to soft lock progress. So I'm clicking on it, it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh well. Maybe there's a switch that I'm just not seeing. Or maybe I actually do have to activate that other one. Let's go over there. Oh, I missed one. So there was here's 7. I should have yeah, so there's 7. I did miss one. So I don't know what this is. Like there has to be some sort of trick to this, right? I can't just be like brute force. Anyways, let's see if the thing works now. 7. So maybe the actual number was 8. I can't believe I missed that. I mean, I think it showed on the map too. Breaker switch towers to the generator. See, there was a log cabin here. Okay, there's a giant tree. Maybe I missed something here. This. Let's check if it's actually 8. Just 8. Oh, it did work.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Am I Catherine? Alright, so the tower rotation. How will I know, like, the proper tower rotation? Oh, there's actually a path here. Huh. Anyways, I'll just leave it here for now. And maybe do the tower rotation in the next part. Really interesting so far. I didn't realize it had like dark elements. I thought it was just like just a normal point and click adventure game. But yeah, this has been the first part of Myst. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.